A friend of my mother's didn't like that she was starting to feel older and her body was slowing down. Now, they'd met at a public speaking club where they were both members and they competed in speaking and debate competitions together. My mother's friend Jenny was a really brave, confident woman. She'd run for public office a few times. She'd debate anyone, anytime on anything. She'd actually lost races 3 times before she finally won a seat in local government. And she held that for 14 years until her party made her stand down for being too old at the age of 76. Now, despite her confidence and her success in one area, she was pretty hesitant about how people would look at her in another where she had no experience or skill. She was in her late 60s and started training to run for the first time in her life. Now, she made the decision to start running, not just start running, but to run in the Dundee, Scotland Marathon. Her doctors told her she was too old and that the speed that was safe for her meant that she would take 9 hours to run a marathon and she'd be way better off taking the bus, in her doctor's words. Now, she wanted to prove them wrong, but she was embarrassed about the idea of putting on athletic gear and being seen running in public. And she also said she couldn't find anyone slow enough to train with her. So rather than going to a track or a gym to train, she came up with a pretty ingenious solution. She pretended that she'd missed the bus. She'd put on her coat and carry a shopping bag and then run from her house to the bus stop over and over and over. She ran the Dundee Marathon in 1983 and she finished it in 5.5 hours. In 1985, in the Dundee Marathon again, she set a world record for women over 70 with a time of 4 hours and 21 minutes. She kept running marathons, over 30 of them, all over the world, and set world records for women in their 70s, 80s, and 90s. She was still running when she passed away at the age of 99, and she'd set dozens of world records, started an organization for older women in sport, raised loads of money for cancer charities. She'd received honorary degrees from University of St Andrews. She was even knighted. She was awarded an MBE from the Queen. But all of it started with a little old lady running with a shopping bag and pretending to miss the bus. Right now, a lot of people are starting something new after being laid off. A lot of people are trying something for the first time, and you're not going to be good at it right away. You're going to have a lot of experts that tell you you're too old or too inexperienced or not skilled enough, or that you should just take the bus instead. But if you want to do something new or to improve your skills or just feel better about yourself, go and put on your coat, grab a shopping basket, and run to the bus stop. When you hit your goal, keep going. You don't know what you can achieve unless, like Jenny, you decide that you're going to run until you drop. Good luck.